My girlfriend tried to manipulate me into paying her college tuition. My 25 male girlfriend 21 female goes to school full-time and works 2 part-time jobs. She lives in a dorm, so her only real expenses are gas, groceries, and paying off her credit card. She also takes school-related and family trips about once a month, spending money on new clothes, nails, makeup and hair. I recently graduated last December and have been running my own business for the past year. I'm not rolling in cash, I reinvest a lot into my business and myself. I try to be frugal but not cheap. I've spent money on experiences for us, trips, eating out, excursions, bought her gifts like for Valentine's Day, and I also own a house which comes with its own financial responsibilities. The situation. She recently crashed her car into a curb and had to pay $400 for repairs. A month ago she also had an unexpected $300 tuition fee pop up, which she hasn't paid yet. Today, she texted me asking if I could cover it because she needs to sign up for summer classes, and her balance has to be cleared first. I suggested she take out a subsidized loan, which is interest-free, and she could get the money as soon as next week. But she insisted she needed it today to enroll. Why I'm hesitant. 1. She's known about this tuition fee for over a month but didn't prioritize paying it. 2. She works 2 part-time jobs and has no major bills, so how is she short on $300? 3. She told me half her paycheck went to car repairs, $400, so I asked where the other half went. She said, gas, groceries, eating out, and new clothes for a school trip. That tells me she prioritized clothes and personal expenses over an essential bill like tuition. 4. She has money in her savings but she doesn't want to use it because she's putting it toward paying off her credit card. But aren't savings for emergencies? 5. She knows money has been tight for me lately. I've had to cover $1,500 in truck repairs, taxes and house foundation fixes. Bigger concerns. Beyond finances, I feel unappreciated. We've been together for over 6 months, and I've expressed wanting to meet her family. However, her family is very culturally traditional and Muslim, and since we're not officially allowed to date, I haven't been introduced. Our relationship is very private, and although she's trying to open it up, I don't like being hidden. She says that where she comes from, men are expected to provide and spoil their wives and girlfriends, and that this is an opportunity to show I'm a providing man. While I do that for my mom and sisters, I feel like in this case, it's being expected rather than appreciated. So, AAT for saying no? I don't think I'm being stingy, because she's had a month to handle this. She chose to spend on nails, clothes and eating out instead of paying tuition. She has the money in her savings but doesn't want to use it. I don't feel appreciated enough in the relationship to be covering major expenses, and I have my own financial responsibilities that are more pressing. Honest thoughts? Update. Hey everyone. I'm the 25 male who posted about wanting to know if I'm the a-hole for not paying my girlfriend's 21 female $300 tuition fee she asked me to pay for her. Well, turns out it was all a test. We talked about it and I told her I wouldn't pay for it. She pushed back asking why not. I explained that it's not my role to cover her general expenses, especially knowing she had the money but chooses to spend it on clothes and nails instead. Then she hit me with, would it be any different if we were married? I said yes, it would be different, but since we're not, that's not the case. Then she said, well, if you don't want to provide for me like a husband, then why should I be intimate with you? I believe intimacy is for marriage only, bruh. She was basically saying she won't be intimate with me unless I pay for her things. Wow. Then, she revealed it was all a test. She had already paid for the tuition herself but wanted to see if I would provide for her when she needs it. I was so shocked and upset that I told her I needed space. I hung up, walked around and called my mom to vent because she's really helpful in moments like this. Meanwhile, my girlfriend kept blowing up my phone with calls and texts. After processing everything, I came to the conclusion that this was manipulative. Healthy relationships are built on trust, communication, and mutual respect, not secret tests to see if the other person will act a certain way. If she had concerns about financial support, she should have had an open conversation instead of setting up a situation where I could fail. I told her all of this. Her response? She still didn't see the issue. She tried to spin it like she actually needed the money, when in reality she didn't. Because she had it. Then she said it was an opportunity for me to act from the goodness of my heart, and I didn't take it. Which is crazy, because I have done so much for her. I completely paid for a fancy trip for us. I always pay for our dates. I buy her gifts here and there. I went all out for Valentine's Day. I filled up her gas tank when we drove her car. And just today, I told her I got her Ramadan gifts. I feel like when you love someone, you don't test them or set them up to fail. A mature person would have an open conversation if they saw something as a concern. But here's the biggest issue. She told me she could never bring me around her parents because I'm not Muslim. I told her, if you expect me to behave like a husband by paying for your stuff, then I expect to be treated like a husband by being included in your family. Family is important to me. I love inclusion, and I want to share life with my partner's loved ones, not be shut out. She basically said it doesn't matter how great of a man I am to her. If I'm not Muslim, she can't introduce me to them. The worst part? She still doesn't see my perspective on the financial test and why it was wrong. She genuinely believes she did nothing bad. And then she made that comment about me not being Muslim, so I'll never meet her family. I feel upset and honestly heartbroken.